Hello, greetings from the south of France. I hope you're having a wonderful, morning, day, evening, wherever you are in the world. But I just wanted to send a quick update, because the last kind of major update was on the 21st of December when we launched the grid out into the world, on both Android and iOS. And since we've done it, we've had incredible feedback, and we have a great beta testing community who have shown up to like really test the app and like go basically put it through its paces. Because it's actually one thing for it to work on this phone, but to go out into the world of Android devices is, you know it's a big thing to do. So to have like the beta testing group from around the world, like, just basically constantly giving us feedback, yeah, thank you very much, and we're very, very grateful. So we have most of the kinks have been ironed out. We have done a few updates onto the Apple and the Google store, and we should be doing like the next big one in the next few days, which is going to just basically lock down all of the little issues where we can, confidently see that the grid is fully activated and it's fully working. And so if you have any feedback, any suggestions, any ideas, just let us know. We will be absolutely delighted to hear about your experience and your ideas for improving it. Every single conversation we have with somebody, we always get a great idea as to how to modify this or change this or present this in a slightly different way, which can be very powerful. Um, we're going to be doing like big updates, where, for example, the next big update is actually monitoring, the grid's performance, like with the Maharashi effect. They were able to see like changes in trends in different kind of areas of society based on their focused meditation. Now, it was transcendental meditation, but what the grid is just basically intention down into here and then, out into the world around us. So it is very similar. And with that in mind, we will be able to, show, different indicators as to the grid's progress as it spreads around the world. So that is very exciting just to be able to see that. We're also starting to work with like really amazing sound producers and musicians and artists and, all sorts of incredibly creative people in terms of sound and art. And we're now beginning to work with them so we can actually collaborate with them to actually use, let's say, some of their music in the grid's kind of like opening page while you're waiting for the countdown, to actually work with an incredible musician. And we are already talking to like a lot of incredible sound engineers. And if you'd like to work with us, let us know. The same for artists as well. Like, we'd love to actually, be able to present people's art in the grid while the actual countdown is counting down, just to actually keep it relevant and keep it, connected to the people of the world. So we have like really, really exciting things that we're working on. And once we get through all of that, the next step is to start working with our local ambassadors, because we're trying to find regional ambassadors who can help to spread the grid in the local area, and, to actually be able to help to actually go and like spread it to as many people as possible, because the grid only needs to be successful with 1% of the population. And, it's a very, very attainable kind of idea to get to that, if enough people start using it. And so far, so good. But we're going to need people to spread it, spread it, spread it. So if you are comfortable to spread it, we would be very grateful if you could. And, or perhaps wait for a while for us to be able to prove your experience to yourself. And then you might be able to promote it for us. Um, the next kind of thing as well is that we're going to start having conversations with the people behind the grid, because we are working with some of the most talented, creative individuals around the planet who have all shown up out of nowhere to support the grid. They are providing so much incredible like work around the software development, around the design, around the sound, around the music, around everything about the grid. And it's time to start to introduce the band, if you will. So we're going to start to do that in the next kind of couple of weeks once we get the technology issues kind of put aside. So, and then we also have like maybe 15 or 20 other people who we want to talk to about, heart coherence, about sound frequencies, about, all of the things that make up the grid, but in a really simple way that everybody can understand and relate to. So we have some really exciting interviews and conversations planned. And then we also are going to be doing regular Zoom calls with our users of the grid to actually just like have their opinions and to actually make their own suggestions about where it can go and what the next kind of step or the next iteration should be, because this is for all of us. And so the next step is to actually start talking to people. So we're really excited to do that, but I just wanted to send a little update just because there hasn't been much activity, even though it's manic behind the scenes with the team who you're going to meet soon. And, but we are now about to start, to push it slowly out into the world. And then once it goes out there, we can all take part every day or 2 times a day, to move from our mind into our heart and then to amplify it, which is a very exciting prospect for, many millions of us to be doing that together at the same time. So as always, if you have any questions or if you need anything, just let me know, let us know. And I bid you a good evening or a good morning and a good day. Thanks.